to RR Corporates. Now we are discussing on independent directors, the salient guardians of the corporate governance. Today we'll explore you how the independent directors provide assurance of the good governance and the statutory framework under Companies Act 2013 and SEBI regulations and the real challenges faced by the independent directors. And we also discuss the landmark cases and policy recommendations. This video is designed for the corporate professionals and the promoters and independent directors who deal with the boards and governance issues every day. Now we will see the corporate governance. What is corporate governance? Corporate governance and the corporate governance ensures investor confidence and it protects minority rights and promotes transparency. The independent directors are non-executive directors, so without material, pecuniary, familial, or business ties to the company. The role of independent directors is they provide objective oversight, safeguard minority shareholders, and ensures accountability of management and promote ethical and sustainable practices. And the statutory foundation, what is the statutory framework? Section 149 of Companies Act 2013 defines independent directors' eligibility and tenure. And Schedule 4 of the Companies Act 2013, there is a code for independent directors, the professional conduct, duties, evaluation, and SEBI LODR regulations, additional compliance for listed companies. Statutory framework start with Companies Act 2013, 149, subsection 4. Every listed public company must have at least 1/3 of its board as independent directors. And certain public companies, based on their paid up share capital, turnover, or borrowings, also required to appoint independent directors. Section 149, subsection 6 defines eligibility. No material pecuniary relationships are not related to promoters, not to an employee in recent years. Schedule 4, Code for Conduct, Code for Independent Directors. Schedule 4, we can see the Code of Independent Directors, include guidelines and role, duties, and evaluation. And we can see 149 subsection C. Elaborately, we can discuss the what exactly material pecuniary relationships and related to promoters and then SEBI LODR Regulations 2015, Regulation 17, that is talks about the board composition where 50% non-executive, at least one woman director, specific quota for independent directors. And Regulation 18, LODR, Audit Committee, 2/3 must be independent directors. And Regulation 19, Regulation 20, Nomination Remuneration Committee and Stakeholder Committee must have independent directors. And restrictions, independent directors cannot serve beyond 2 consecutive terms of 5 years each. This is important to note. And we'll see the role of good corporate governance. What is the role of governance? Transparency and disclosure. Independent directors scrutinize financial statements, chair audit committee, ensure proper disclosures of related party transactions, risk factors, accounting policies, protection of minority shareholders. Key duty, prevent related party exploitation. Section 188, independent directors ensures related party transactions are fair and in company's interest. NRC ensures, Nominated Remuneration Committee ensures remuneration aligns with the shareholders' value, not just promoters' interest. And accountability and oversight, independent challenges to management decisions. Insist on performance metrics, risk management frameworks, ensure whistleblower mechanisms work effectively. And fairness and ethics, uphold Schedule 4's requirement of objectivity and high ethical standards, prevent misuse of corporate resources, long-term sustainability, ensures ESG orientation, environment, social governance, ensure company strategies are not just short-term but sustainable. We'll also discuss some case studies. Satyam Computer, we all know 2019 massive accounting fraud despite independent directors on the board. What is the lesson? The IDs must question anomalies, not just rely on the management. Another case, Visa, Tata, Cyrus, Mistry case. Independent directors caught between promoter dominance and governance obligations. Emphasize need for independent directors to document decisions and ensure fair procedures. Another case, Visa, Jet Airways, 2018-19. Several IDs are resigned, citing lack of transparency. Resignation itself became a governance signal to regulators and markets. I'll also give an example. Promoter sells asset of suppose 100 crores sold at 150 crores. Then 50 crores is a minority loss avoided by the independent directors. And we also see the practical challenges for independent directors. Tokenism. Independent directors appointed only to meet the regulator requirements, legal quota, not to perform legal oversight. This is a challenge. Information asymmetry. Management controls information flow to the independent directors. Fear of liability. Directors reluctant due to litigation risks. Promoter dominance, especially in family-owned businesses, we will see. And we'll also see there are so many recommendations. Okay. Now we'll come to the conclusions. Independent directors are not symbolic figures. They are the assurance mechanism of good governance. But their effectiveness depends not only on the law, but also on the board culture, access to information, and their own professional courage. For India to strengthen investor confidence and corporate credibility, independent directors must move from formality to substance, from silence to active engagement, and from mere compliance to true governance to leadership. This is what about the independent directors. Hope you are very clear. 149, section 149, subsection 6. And this is what they are, these salient guardians of the corporate governance. Salient guardians, silent guardians of the corporate governance. Thank you.